Alright, welcome to the part 2 of this lesson, working with pages. If you are watching me, you are watching the Ultimate InDesign Beginner to Advanced course. Now, in the part 1, you learned something on how to add the page numbers. Okay, now let's go to a complex one. Now, we want to look at it with facing pages. So now, let's go to New, and let's go to New Document. And now let's enable facing pages over here. This will enable facing pages. Okay, and let's click on OK. Now we want to add more pages to it, so we'll come to the plus over here, add page. So now what we mean about facing pages is the pages will come close to each other. So they will, instead of them being on different places, now it will be closer to each other. So you can see that here we have a line here, which means like it's like a magnet. It is attaching the other page. So instead of single pages aligning on their own, now it will be facing each other. Okay, that's what we call the facing pages. That's what we call the facing page. So if anyone did not understand the facing pages, that's what we mean by first pages, facing pages, meaning the pages are facing each other. So it happens when we want to design like them in the middle of a book, okay, or in the middle of a magazine. We have to enable the facing pages in order to design the middle of a page, because sometimes an image can cover both pages. Okay, so we need to do that. So let's add another page. Okay, now you can see that it has attached to the other. So let's add more. Okay, so now we've added our pages. Now what we want to do is we want to add rectangles to them. So now here, let's come over here and choose a rectangular tool and add a black rectangular fill over here. Okay, so now Shift S to move the color from stroke to the image itself or the rectangle itself. Okay, so now we also come and draw another one here. Okay, another Shift X, and let's change the color to something else. Double click over here, and let's change the color to something else. Okay, so now you can also look into, if you're not getting what you are doing over here, you can also look into the exercise files and select the file which is the master pages. So you can come here, file, open, and then select it from where you've saved it as your master pages and bring it here. So you see what you see here in the file that is in the master pages. So now we are coming to add another page numbers to these pages. How do we go by it? You know that in the part 1 we said that we have to go to the master pages. So we have the master pages here. When you double click it, it will send us to the master pages. Okay, so that's it. Now we are in our master page, as you can see over here. We're in the master page, as you can see over here. Okay, so what we will do is we have to make sure that we will have to bring different A masters here and different A master here. So what I'm trying to say is we have to bring a different page number here, a different page number here. So let's go ahead. Now let's go and grab our text tool. Now let's draw a frame over here. Let's frame and go to type, as we did in the first one. Insert special characters, markers, current page. Okay, so let's change the font to Mont, something bigger. Okay, Mont, the heavy demo. So we change it to something better. If you have any question, kindly ask me, okay, and I will be glad to answer them for you. Okay, so we have it here. Now we saw how we were able to change, we were able to align them to the bottom. So we just go to object, text frame options, and now align to the bottom and click OK. Now it has been aligned to the bottom. What we also have to do is you have to copy this to, now if we are here, you have to copy this to here. So what we will do is, let's zoom out and then Alt and click on it to do what, to copy it. So you click on Alt and then you click on it to copy it over here. So let's bring it somewhere here. So make sure it aligns. So you can see the green over here, meaning it has been aligned. Okay, now it has been aligned for us, but we have to make sure we align it to the left. Okay, so you can make sure you click on Shift Control R, which aligns to the right for us. Shift Control R. Okay, now so it has aligned to the right. If you want to align it to the left, it's Shift Control L, which will align it to the left over here. So you can see over here, Shift Control L, it aligns to the left, and you can see it over here, Shift Control R. Okay, you can see it over here too as well. So that's it. Now because we want the page numbers and we are on facing pages, you have to bring one formula here and also another formula here. Okay, so that's it. So let's go to our main page and see if it showed for us. So now let's go to page 1. Now as you can see, we have number 1 here, and now we also have our 2 and 3 over here. So number 1, number 2, and here we will come and tackle it because it is hidden behind the rectangular rectangular frame over here, as you can see. So we will come and see what we can do about it in order for it to appear, and also change the colors. So let's go back to undo, Control Z. Now as you can see it over here, so let's go back to our pages. Now I want to type over here, I'm on page 1. Okay, I'm on page 1 over here. So now I want to add like a cover. I'm write a cover here. I want to add a cover over here. Pardon me for the noises at the back. So now let's click on write something here, cover. Control A to select it. Shift click over here to increase the size. Okay, so we have increased the size. Now what if we don't want the number to start from here, since this is our cover? So if this is our cover, there's no need for what we call a number to be on our cover. Okay, there's no need for a number to be on our cover, page number to be on it. So what we will do is you can see that here we have none, and here we have A master here. So mean A master, when you see A over here, it means A master has been applied to this page. A master has been applied to this page. A master applied to all this page. That's why you can see the changes over the numbers over here, meaning A master has been applied. So what if we don't want the A master to be applied to the cover page for us? What if we don't want it that way? So what we do is that we will go ahead and click on drag the none and come and put it over here. You see that it has disappeared. So you just saw that disappeared. Control Z to go back. So you come and click on the none and drag it and place it here, and now you can see that it has disappeared. No, so it has disappeared for us, but still it has disappeared, but still we can see that how can a page number start from 1, 2, 3? No, there's no way possible. You can't start from that. So what we have to do is that we have to make sure that it starts from 1, 2, 3, 4 and to the rest. Okay, so I'm sure you are getting what I'm doing. So if you have any question, make sure you ask me and I'll tackle the question for you. So we want to make sure that now the page number starts from 1 and not start from 2, 3 and the rest. Okay, so let's move on. So what we will do is you have to make sure that now we will select all the pages. We select all the pages over here. You have to select all the pages over here. So you can click here on the cover and hold shift and come and click here. So it selects all of them, or you can control and select each other individually. Okay, so it depends on how you want to select them or how you do your selections. Okay, so if you do that, then means we have selected all. So right click like this and uncheck allow document to shuffle. Right click or uncheck allow document to shuffle, and also right click again and also allow spreads to shuffle. So if we are able to understand these things, it will be easy for us. So what did we do? Right click on it and we did what? Uncheck allow document to shuffle and also allow what we call selected spreads to shuffle. So if we do this, then the next thing we have to do is you go to this page 2. You can come here, come to page 2. Okay, and now you right click it, and what we will do is we will go to numbering and section options, and we will make sure that you can see here start page numbering. We have here automatic page numbering. Now it is on automatic page numbering, but we don't want that, so we want to go to start page numbering at 1. So we select here, okay, and click on what? Okay, so it will access that blah 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 blah. You want to do this, and just go ahead and click on okay. You can go to don't show it again, but let's click on okay here. Now what are we seeing? The page number has changed for us. So now instead of 2 over here, we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4 and others on these pages. Okay, so now you can see it over here. Okay, that's it. So we can even go ahead and change this from 1 to Roman numerals or ABCD. So let's see how we can do it. Okay, let's see how we can do it. So now let's see how we can do that thing. So we can do it by, we will go to here and come to what do you call the numbering sections, and you can style. When you see styles over here, you can come and choose I and the rest and click on OK. So you can see I and I and others. Okay, so that's one thing. I've also changing it to Roman numerals, or you can change it to anything that you want. So you can change it to ABCD, small ABCD and small I and the rest, and you see what you can do over here. Okay, so now we've looked at these things. Now we want to make sure, now here you can see our page numbers are not appearing. We want to do certain changes so that our page numbers appear. So what will we do in order for our page numbers to appear? Okay, what will we do for the page numbers to appear? Okay, so now let's look at something over here. We have to make sure that we make some changes to it, and the changes is we have to bring these rectangles to a different layer. You have to bring it to a different layer. You also have to bring this to a different layer, but we won't change the layers over on our normal pages. Okay, we won't change it in our normal pages. What we have to do is we have to go and change it in our A master. You have to go and change it in our A master. So let's go to our A master and change this thing. Okay, so click here to go to your A master, or you can double click over here to change it. So you want to change it. So now let's bring the layers panel. So this is our layers panel. You can see that we have the text frames over here. Okay, so now let's go ahead and select our text frames. Okay, so now our text frames has been selected. What we'll do is that let's create a new layer and name it master pages. Okay, so now the reason why we are doing that is our rectangle is also on there. Rectangular frames is also on there in layer 1. Okay, so we don't want that, and we want our master page or the page numbering to be on a different layer, so it comes top of the rectangle. Okay, so this is the first layer, it is down, and now our master pages has come on top of it. So what we do is that you see this blue over here. Okay, when you bring it down, you see that it has highlighted all the blue over here. So let's close the layer. So we will just right click here and drag it to this layer. So it has selected it for us, and then you paste it here. Now you see that it is red. It means it has come to the red area, which is the master pages. So every layer has its own color. So you come here and then drag it here. You see that it's changed to blue again, so it is in the blue. Come here and drag it here, and now it is in the green. So now it means it has changed from this layer to a different layer. So we have to unlock the layer so that it won't affect us or something different happens to it. So we will lock it. And now let's come to our main pages. Click here, come to our main pages. Now you can see that now it has come on top over here. At first we weren't seeing it. Now what are we seeing? We see it, but still you can see that this place we can still see it because the color matches our text color. Okay, it matches our text color. So what we have to do is we have to make sure that we change the text color. Okay, so now in order for us to change the text color, we have to create a new master page. You have to do what? Create a new master page. Please, if you have questions, make sure you ask the questions in the section bottom and I'll answer it for you. So now you select your master pages. Okay, you select our master pages, and what we will do is we will right click and create new master. Okay, new master, and preface will be B. Okay, and what you do is you click on OK. So now we have been able to create a new master. So this is the A master, and this is the B master. So you can see it over here. A master here, B master here, A master here, B master here. Okay, if not, what can we do? Let's go back again. Now we have our A master selected, so let's select it, and what we will do, we will right click it and click on duplicate master spread. Okay, duplicate master spread, and it does what? It duplicates this for us. So automatically you've seen B over here. So let's go here. We have A master here is A, and we have B over here, so that's also B. And now what we will do, because we know that we can see the numbers, but what can't we see? Because of the color, we can't see. So we either change the colors by creating a new master. If you don't create a new master, there's no way you can change the colors. So with creating our new master, then we are going to do what? Change our colors. Now we can't edit it here because it is locked. We can't edit it because it is locked. So what we have to do, we have to bring our layers panel and do what? Unlock our master pages. Okay, so when we unlock it, then now it is what? Editable. Okay, it is now editable. Yes, so when we unlock it, we change the color from here to paper, which is paper stands for white. Okay, when dealing with this thing, paper means white. So with this, you go ahead and lock the layers panel again. You go ahead and lock the layers panel again in order for us to not make any other mistakes with it again. Okay, so let's go ahead and unlock it. So let's see, we can also change it separately by selecting over here and change the text to paper. Okay, now, and we can also come here to pick up the text, then select here and also change the color to what we call paper. Okay, so if it didn't change for you when you selected both of them, make sure you change it individually. So now we lock it back and let's go back to our main pages. Okay, now we are on our main pages now. We've changed the colors, but still it hasn't been applied. Why hasn't it been applied? Because still we are on our A pages. We are on our page A. Okay, we are on our page A. So what do? What we will do is, now we have to add what we call the B page to our this page number, which is page 4. So we have to add it over here. Our B page, we have to bring our B page to the page 3 and 4. Okay, we have to bring our B page to page 3 and 4. So with them selected, you click on Control and select this, another Control and select them both. And what we will do is we will right click. So when we right click, we will come to apply master pages. And what we do now is, you can see here, apply master page. It has applied its own A master. Okay, so we'll click on B master and click on OK. Now our B master has been applied. Now what do we see here? It has been applied, but it looks like it didn't change well for us. So let's go back to our master pages. So you go back to our B master. And why did you do that? Now the reason is that instead of changing the color of the text frame, it changed the color of the text frame, but it didn't change the color of the text for us. So we go back over here and it is locked. So we unlock it and click here and Control A to select all and come here to the color. Now we have to click on the text. So you have to change the color that of the text and make sure that the fill, we undo the fill so that it won't affect it. Okay, so now let's see if it was applied. So let's go back to our page. Still you can see that it is still hasn't changed, but it's as simple as that. Let's go back to our B master. Okay, and now let's select them both, change here to none. Okay, now let's click over here, change it to paper. Okay, now stroke none. Okay, so now let's go back and see. So let's apply the same here. Control A to select it. What do we see here? We have to change this to paper. Okay, and the stroke to which is already 9. Yes, so we will go back and to our main pages and see. Now you can see that it has been applied. It has been applied. Now our colors has been changed. Colors has been changed. So follow the same procedure. Follow the same procedure and make sure you change it. So if you are changing the colors, and when you go to, let's say, the A master, and you are changing the colors, and when you select this way and you change the colors and it doesn't apply, what you have to do is you have to make sure that you change them individually. So let's see here, I'll select it and change it to white or paper, or let's say red. Okay, then I'll come back here and go back to the pages itself. Okay, so now you see that the color changed. So if you can't change it the same way by selecting them both, change it separately, each other separately. So that's how to change the number pages, or how to apply master pages. So this is the part 2 of it. So make sure you understand. So we created a new master, which is B master, in order for us to change this color of the master or the numbers. Okay, change this color of the numbers. We created a new master because without it creating a new master, we couldn't have changed it. Okay, so I'm sure you understand it. If you have any question, you can add the question so that I answer the questions for you. Okay, so make sure you change the colors of a new master individually. If you want to create a new master, change it individually, okay, in order for them to change for us. Otherwise you'll be having problems with it. So thank you, and let's move on to a new lesson.